Hi, my name's Brian Craig, and I was asked to share the story behind a song I wrote a number of years back called Be With Me, Lord. I wrote the song in about 1995, I believe. And the story is I was actually listening to music like I like to do, and something got stuck in my head. And it was so the song was definitely inspired by this song. It's a song called Diamonds Are the Soles of Her Shoes by Paul Simon. It's from the Graceland album. And a lot of the work on that Graceland album, he had this African group called Ladysmith Black Mambazo that's a awesome African group that was singing on stuff. So the end of that song, it kind of ends with just those guys singing this part that goes ta-na-na-na-na, 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 ta-na-na-na-na. So that was like in my head, and kind of walking around the house, I started going, "Be with me, Lord. Be with me, Lord. Be with me, Lord. Be with me, Lord." And just had that in my head for a couple of days. I was driving my wife crazy. But I also kind of heard this sort of Paul Simon part over the top of it. Be with me, Lord. Ooh, be with me, Lord. Ooh, with me, Lord. And like Paul Simon going, "Be with me, Lord. When I'm down, be with me, Lord. When I'm lonely, be with me, Lord. When I'm tired." So that's very Paul Simon inspired. And then the words of the song, like for the verses and stuff, just part of spending time with God, my own quiet time, and kind of things I was feeling. Feeling sometimes insecure, feeling sometimes not confident spiritually like I want to be. And so it's just kind of a song about the struggle of being who I want to be for God, and sometimes feeling like I just need Him to be with me when I'm scared, or when I'm down, or when I'm feeling alone, or whatever. So it's definitely an evangelistic song. It's about like the line, "As I show my neighbor where true treasure is stored, help me know you promise you'd be with me, Lord." It's just that confidence, really, that God is with me as I'm trying to make an impact for Him. So, and Sherwin McIntosh, who's an awesome musical legend in our churches, helped me with the melody a little bit. The original melody was, "Sometimes I feel like I could fight an army with just me and you, and there's no one could harm me, oh, but some..." Or actually, it was just, "And there's no one could harm me, but sometimes I..." It's kind of not very singable. It's not as singable. Da 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 na 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 na. So he helped me to change it to, "And there's no one could harm me, oh, but some..." Just a little bit more singable. So he helped me with it as well. And when we were putting the Songs of the Kingdom songbook together. And then it was written just to be an a cappella song. At that time in our church, we did stuff with musical instruments, sometimes as performances and things at church, but all the worship that we did at church, all the singing, congregational singing, was all just voices, just a cappella. And so the song was definitely written just with voices in mind. But this one time, a bunch of the women in the LA Church of Christ, a huge gathering, was getting together, and they were going to be singing that song. And one of the sisters, Tammy Fleming, who was kind of heading that up, asked me if I could come and play guitar with them as they sang the song. And I'd never actually played guitar with the song before. So I just kind of came up with a riff that sort of had a little bit of an African feel to it to me, or kind of fit the original feel of it. So I'll go ahead and play a song for you here with that riff. And I did it. I moved it. When I wrote it for voices, I wrote it in the key of G, but I moved it to E for the women's group. So it was a little bit more singable for the women. So now I usually start in E, and then I'll take it up to G. So here we go. Sometimes I feel like I could fight an army with just me and you, and there's no one could harm me. Oh, but sometimes I can feel a little shy. Instead, I need to know that you are there. That's why I'm singing, "Be with me, Lord, when I'm down. When I'm lonely, be with me, Lord, when I'm tired. I need you, won't it? Be with me, Lord, when I'm down. Be with me, Lord, when I'm lonely. Be with me, Lord, when I need you, Lord, my only God." Well, I know you said that I would not be tested, for the night could bear, and that you'd have my best in mind with everything that ever comes my way. I know you're in control, so hear me as I pray. I'm singing